Welcome, natural health gurus. It's Jennifer with Essential Oil Stories, back to create for you the channel I wish I had when I was first learning to use essential oils. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to use Melaleuca, and I'll have a couple of stories I think you'll find useful. Melaleuca is an aromatic compound that comes from trees, and it's commonly referred to as tea tree oil. So we were at our friend's house and we had our kiddos there, and they were kind of playing outside of the perimeter of the yard, and my oldest son got stung on the back of his neck, in the middle of his neck, by a really angry hornet of some kind. It was not pretty. It was red, it was swelling up, it hurt. Like if he bent his head down, he actually had to take his hand and pick his head up for some reason. I don't even know. It was weird. But I did not have my Melaleuca oil with me, so thank goodness that I hooked up my friend with her own bottle of Melaleuca, because I used her Melaleuca and I just took one drop and put it on the back of his neck, right on that bee sting, and it started clearing up. The redness was going away, the swelling was going down, he was feeling better, and he could actually move his head around like a normal person. There are 3 ways to use Melaleuca. There is aromatically, like my diffuser is doing right now. There is topically, which is using it on your skin. There's the fractionated coconut oil that doTERRA offers, which I absolutely love, and that is a way to dilute essential oils if you have really sensitive skin or you're using it on babies and kiddos. Melaleuca is one that is super gentle on the skin, so I don't actually dilute it. I don't dilute it on my kids either. That's personal preference. We also have the doTERRA hand and body lotion that is unscented, and that allows you to use essential oils with lotion anytime you want. So if you want to use lavender lotion, you can add lavender. If you want to do Melaleuca lotion, you can add a couple of drops of Melaleuca. We also have the doTERRA Melaleuca Touch, which is a roll-on, so you can just roll it on your body topically as well. Then the last and final way to use is internally.
Well, at least I know what a tree tastes like. Tastes like a tree. Yeah.
I like to use veggie capsules, and you can just take them empty and open it up, and you can just drip it right into the empty veggie capsule, like 5 drops, and put the lid back on and swallow it. Another way to use them internally is just dripping it in your mouth or putting it in your water bottle, which whenever I put essential oils in my water, I just use 1 drop, and I use a glass container or a stainless steel container. I don't use plastic because essential oils, certain ones, can actually pull some of the petrochemicals out of the plastic, and you don't want to drink that. So let's look at why you would want to own your own bottle of doTERRA Melaleuca oil. Because as you know, I am brand loyal when it comes to natural health products. doTERRA oils are the only ones that I use. You can use them, again, topically. So if you have like ear discomfort, or like if you notice one of your kiddos is just kind of like keeps tugging at their ear, we do not put essential oils inside of our ears or inside of our eyes or inside of our nose, but you can use them on the outside. So you just take a drop, and you could take your finger and go on the outside of the ear with the oil. Or another thing you can do is you could get a cotton ball and drip 1 drop of Melaleuca on the cotton ball, and you could just like loosely place it inside the ear. You're not going to be shoving it in there or anything, but just like loosely place it so it's just there, and it will give a lot of comfort and relief. Another reason why you would want the Melaleuca oil is for eye discomfort. So again, we're not going to drip the Melaleuca into your eye, but I've used this personally for like if my eye was kind of itchy and goopy and it was just bothering me and uncomfortable. So I would take a drop of the Melaleuca and I would just go around my eye, around my eye bone area, and it feels so good. It feels so soothing. Another reason why you would want to have Melaleuca in your house is because of lice. Yes, it's a nuisance. So something that you could do is you could mix up a hair and scalp cleanser with Melaleuca oil and baking soda. So you could take 1/4 of a cup of just regular baking soda and say probably 5 drops of Melaleuca. You could take away or add to it based on just your own intuition or own research, but that's a good starting point. And then you want to mix that with 3/4 cup to a cup of water. And what I like to do for a scalp and hair cleanser as far as a tool is I like to get like a squirt bottle. So if you go to a beauty store and you find those squirt bottles that they use for like hair dye, I like to use those when I mix up my own scalp treatments, and you can use that to do your lice treatment. So just make sure it's mixed up really good, and you don't want to get it in the eyes, so make sure the person closes their eyes. Either they're leaning their head forward really well in a sink or leaning their head back really well. And you do that as often as you feel like you need to do it. I don't think you're going to overdo it. You promise me you're not going to overdo it, right? I mean, that's just everything in balance, right? I don't think you can overdo it unless you are really trying to. Again, bee stings is great. Scrapes, first aid, as opposed to second aid.
She thinks she's so funny.
Athletes got fresh feet. It's a great foot freshener for fresh feet to keep your feet fresh. So fresh. Awesome. An idea is you could take 5 drops of the Melaleuca oil, mix it with 1/8 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup of baking soda. Again, with the baking soda, I know, I go crazy for baking soda. And sprinkle some in shoes. Maybe kind of mix it around. You could put them in a bag and shake them around. And if you want to, you can vacuum it out if it seems messy. If you're messy. Are you guys messy? I don't think you're messy, but maybe you're messy and I don't know it. Here are internal uses for Melaleuca oil. Melaleuca is great for oral health. So you could use it as a swish, get a shot glass of water, put a drop of Melaleuca in there, swish around. You can swallow it if you want, or not. You can spit it out if you want to. You know somebody with braces, that is a great just a refresher. Any minor mouth sores that you have, lid off, put a little dab, or drip a whole drip of the Melaleuca if you want to, and then just put your finger inside your mouth and rub whatever you have that's discomfort or bothering you. I've used Melaleuca for scratchy throat. What I like to do, get like a teaspoon of good farmer's market honey and put a drop or 2, sometimes 2 drops comes out, of the Melaleuca. Take a toothpick and kind of mix it all in there. Put that in your mouth and just like kind of like let it sit there. And then after a while, like let it just like drip back the back of your throat. Ah, so soothing, you guys. It's a great immune support, I'm telling you. So aromatic uses, if you have someone coughing up who knows what into the air of your house, diffuse 4 drops of the Melaleuca in the diffuser, and also probably just take another drop of Melaleuca and just put it on the outside of that person's neck. I might help them as well. With all these uses, do you want to know why Melaleuca is not in my family's big box of oils? I thought you did. 2 words. Teenage acne. What's my point? I just always know that I have a bottle of Melaleuca in my teenage boy's bathroom, so that's where I go to find it. Story time again. So this was a write-in from a friend of mine. She says, when our daughter was 1, she needed to have oral surgery to remove bad teeth that developed due to a milk allergy because she couldn't have milk, so she got bad teeth. Anyway, she needed a procedure done. She wasn't able to take synthetic medications due to her allergies. So they had to get creative during the process of just helping her through this. And she went along the jawbone from the ear bone to the other ear bone with the oil topically, and then across the face, under the nose. She did that a few times a day for a couple of weeks while they were waiting for her surgery appointment. They found no sign of infection during the procedure, so the Melaleuca also minimized her pain during the healing time, so that was so relieving, such a win for us as parents when we can help support our kiddos. I thank you all for sharing your stories with me so that they can benefit other parents with kiddos who are allergic to over-the-counter medications. So, how about you? Are you looking to support your immune system or try these other tips? I've provided links in the description so you can get these oils for your family as well. And I'd love to connect with you. Social media, I have links provided for that, and I'd love if you subscribe to my channel. It helps to get these videos out so people can see them and find options to get creative with their family. Drop me a comment. I would love to share stories back and forth with you. And remember, it's not weird if it works.